What is going on, Fizz Nation? Happy Thanksgiving. Did y'all have a good one? Did y'all have a good meal? I know I did. I'm pretty stuffed right now. Not gonna lie, but I did try and make some room for this stream here. It's just a little bit of soda. No big deal. Hey, I see some of you guys in the chat here. It's really cool to see you guys. Jake, Doodles, Tim Walden, thank you for being here. Double A, Ron, Aaron. I'm guessing that's I'm guessing that's how I'm supposed to say that. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Facebook and YouTube both hanging out right now. Fun fact: this is the very first time we've done a live stream of any sort since 2019. This is actually if you've just come in since the YouTube days, all you've ever known has been just the videos that we put out every week. But if you've been around longer than that, you would know that this is how the Fizz actually started back in all the way back in I want to say 2016 when Facebook first opened up the ability to do live streaming. At first, you could only do it through I want to say mobile. Yeah, you could only do it like it was just a little add-on on like your mobile app for Facebook. And I was like one of the early kind of people that got rolled out to. So I just randomly started doing it just to kind of entertain some kids at the church that I work for. So I was doing that like really early on, just kind of going live just to do it, and then I don't even remember who it was. Someone just gave me the idea to review a soda or review a drink or something. Actually, no, it was food reviews. I was like reviewing. I just randomly like went live and like reviewed like the lunch that I was eating, and it turned into soft drinks. I've always been a fan of sodas. I've always been a fan of soft drinks, so that was really cool. Yeah, it just kind of morphed into that, and somewhere around I want to say 2017, we started the Facebook page that some of you are currently watching right now. My dad is now watching on Facebook. Happy Thanksgiving, Dad. Thank you for tuning in. I assume Mom is watching as well, but that's neither here nor there. I hope you both are having a great Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for joining, as always. Hope you guys are having a good time down south. I will see you in December. The soft drink legend, says Doodles. Wow. Uh, yeah, so like I said, that's kind of how this whole thing started, and just we would just do this exact right thing, this exact thing right here. We would just go live on Facebook, just using the webcam on my computer, and I didn't have any lighting, I didn't have any special anything. I just had OBS and a dream. And so I'd go on, and I would just be on for maybe about 30 minutes or something. Yeah, there's my mom. Hey, Mom. Happy Thanksgiving. Love you. Um, and we just cut loose for about 30 minutes, and we didn't even have a name for it at first. We just called them soda streams. However, as I started to get a little more serious with it, I realized can't do that. That's copyrighted. So we came up with the Fizz, and it just kind of hung out. Gabby and Hank are watching too. Hey, puppies. Hey, guys. Gabby and Hank are my parents' dogs, and they're awesome. So yeah, I stopped doing it in 2019. After 2019, don't even really remember why I stopped doing it. I guess I just got bored for a little while. And then in 2020, we all remember the insanity that happened there. So I was really not thinking about it. And then in 2020, late 2020, I was just like, I want to start doing it again. And so I think we came back. We started the YouTube channel in early 2021. We put out a video for the Dr. Pepper, the chocolate Dr. Pepper, that you had to be a member of Pepper Perks, and we were off to the races. And ever since then, I think we kind of came Fizz Mom. Jake says Fizz Mom. Love that. So ever since then, we just kind of came up with a formula that worked, and now like we've just been adding to it. So like we built a whole new thing here on YouTube. So those of you who have joined since then, thank you so much. Those of you who are like on Facebook right now watching, you're likely part of the OG Fizz crowd. So thank you for your support over the last few years as well. This has gotten bigger than I ever thought that it would. It's gotten more relevant, I think. I'm seeing your guys' comments every week. Really appreciate it. And so, yeah, we're doing this stream today because we got to 400 subscribers. Now, yeah, full transparency, the goal was originally 500, but we weren't looking like we were going to make that. However, I was worried about 400 for a while there too, because when I changed it to 400, we were still at like 360 something. So ever since the goal even got changed, we added more than 40 subscribers to this whole thing. Now, those of you who are watching probably think to yourself, I don't know why that's such a big deal. You know, there are channels that, you know, do stuff like this, that they do soft drink reviews that have like thousands, tens of thousands of subscribers. It feels like a pretty big deal to me because I didn't think I'd even get this far. So, and I do this completely on the side. I don't make any money from this. This is not a job or anything like that. This is just something that I started doing for fun back in 2016 to entertain some church kids, and we just went from there. So I am very thankful for all of you guys. Thank you so much for the support these last few years, getting us to where we are right now. I just see us moving forward from here. So I'm not going to get too terribly sentimental. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. You guys aren't here for that. You guys are here for one very important thing, and that is we are here to try Jones Turkey and Gravy Soda. We're finally going to do it. I was actually kind of afraid to even do this because, like, I mean, realistically, what's this going to taste like? It's going to taste like I'm drinking gravy out of a box or something. But I guess, I don't know. I've not tried it. Now, I had a bottle of this in my refrigerator for about a year. And that's the bottle I was going to try. However, about a month ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago, a viewer of the channel, Caden, gave me a new bottle. So I assume you're watching. I haven't seen you yet, but if you're in the chat, say hi or whatever. Real quick. I got to make a quick little appreciation moment real quick. A guy that just commented on Facebook, Ricky Hit. This guy right here is an original supporter from way back in the live stream days. And he is the guy who came up with the term for our community. He's the guy who came up with the FIZZ Nation term. So, clap emojis. I guess it's supposed, they said it was the high five emoji. It's not. It's the clap. It looks like the prayer emoji now. That's supposed to be like, let's pretend that that's the clap emoji. Actually, there is an emoji for clapping. It looks like this. Give me a bunch of those in the chat for appreciation for Ricky, because he's the guy who named our community before we even really had one that was bigger than Facebook, and we just kind of carried it into now. Ricky, thank you for all your support. Thanks for being here. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Hope you're good. Hope all you and the family are all good. His daughter, I don't know if you were around during those older days. His daughter had a Facebook page called This Girl Can Eat, and she kind of did something that I do here, but just with food. And she's on to bigger and better things now. But she was a big inspiration to me back in the day as well. So, yeah, big fan. Okay, GOAT, greatest of all time. Yeah. What is this? Goat turquoise, white horns, Ricky to GOAT. Yep, Ricky to GOAT. Ricky is very much the GOAT here. So, yes. Yeah, we got, and Double Aaron is applauding. So thank you. Thank you for stopping. I was hoping you were going to show up to this thing, Ricky, because I really wanted to give you your flowers here. And thank you. So yeah, you got here just in time because we're about to do it. We're about to do the turkey. Oh, do I have a soda of the year so far? Real quick, stay tuned to the channel because I may or may not be doing something a little special here within the next month or two. And that particular question might be revealed. We'll see what happens there. So, wink. I don't have the sound effects that I usually insert. Those are usually inserted in post-production. So, just pretend that I dinged when I did that. So, yeah, we've got the Jones Turkey and Gravy Soda that this is a newer bottle than what I originally had. I still have that old bottle, and, you know, I might go for that later. But depending on how this goes, I guess. I'm not going to waste it by any means, but yeah. Abby and Russell, hey guys, also OG supporters, but they've also carried into YouTube era with me. So hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Yep. See you guys. So thank you for being here as always. So yeah, I have been kind of worried about this. Like I said, I didn't know how it was going to taste or smell or anything like that. But you know what time it is. There's really only one way to find out. So, um, Fizz Nation, you guys know what time it is. You guys know what the first thing is we're going to do if you've been watching long enough. Time to pop it open, give it the sniff test, and see what it tells us. Now, you guys know, if you've been around long enough, that we have these metal caps on some bottles, and sometimes they twist off, and other times they don't. So let's see if it twists. Okay, I don't think I can get this to twist. Usually it happens pretty easily if it does. Oh, wait. I got it. There we go. Got it. Which is unfortunate because I was looking forward to using the handy dandy Maryland crab bottle opener, but still made his appearance. All right, so let's give it the old sniff test and see what it tells us. Happy Thanksgiving. Yep, it smells like chicken broth. That's really, yeah. It just kind of has that sort of artificial poultry kind of scent to it. Yeah, woo Maryland. That's where those of you who've asked over the years. I am originally from Maryland. I live in West Virginia now. But and it is its own state, by the way, since 1867. Separated from Maine, Virginia, so it's also not even the state of Virginia. West Virginia is its own state. For those who don't know, because there are, ironically, a lot of people who don't seem to know this. So, yeah, like I said, it really does smell like I'm just sniffing a little, sniffing some gravy that's in a little box that you get or whatever. Um, Turkey bouquet aroma. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it does have some sort. It does smell synthetic. I know it's weird. That's kind of like the undertone of it. Like it smells like chicken broth, but it does have sort of like a fake, artificial kind of undertone to it, which is about what I expected. I mean, I'm sure there is sugar in this, so I mean, there's probably more sugar in this than there would be in a regular thing of broth or whatever. So yeah, it's interesting. I just hit the mic. Sorry about that. Um, well, that I guess is all the farther that the sniff test is going to get me. Just sort of like synthetic chicken broth. So, all right, we're done with that portion. You guys know what time it is now. We're going to go ahead and grab our trusty glass with ice, give it the old pour, and take the next step. So, bottoms up for the cup is a new thing I just made out just now. Okay, so look at this here. Now, this is looking like chicken broth or turkey broth or whatever. Can't get it. There's a little more left in the bottle, but set that aside. Look at that. All right, so it almost looks like a pineapple soda, but I mean the coloration is sort of, definitely like turkey gravy, not gravy, but like broth. You can see through it. It's like carbonated. So I mean, I am a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I've been nervous about this for a while. There was a small part of me that didn't want to do it, but I mean, we're having a good time. 1863, brother. I stand corrected. I thought it was 1866. It's off the top of my head. I'm not great with numbers. I'm just gonna be fully transparent there. It was in that general vicinity, I guess, but I'm not from here. What do you want from me? um, yeah, I guess West. So in context, I mistakenly said 1867, and Aaron is correcting me as 1863, as when West Virginia was formed as a state. So that is my bad. Sorry about that. But yeah, still, it is its own state. All right, so how about some carbonated broth? What do you say? It's what it looks like from my end. Um, yeah, still the same smell. Nothing has changed. Even sometimes it changes a little bit once it's exposed to like the ice and the oxygen in the air and all that fun stuff. But it Hasn't really changed all that much since I sniffed it, so you guys know what time it is. Time to toss it back and enjoy some family memories. So this will be a memory to cherish, I guess. A little nervous, like I said, but only one way to find out how far the rabbit hole this is going to go. So, yep, just like Tim Walden said, here's to you. Here's to you, Tim. Here's to you, all of you who are watching right now. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for being here. Let's do it. Wow. Oh my. Wow. So it's interesting. This is actually, I'm trying to figure out exactly how I feel about this. Let me take another sip. Mm. Okay. So chug. Bet. Jake Ross, how you doing, my man? Been a minute. Um, all right, so at first sip, this is it. The first thing that I notice is a sort of bitterness. Like it's my dog is drinking water right now. Sorry about that. If you hear that in the background, that's what's going on. And I'm gonna need to drink some water too after this. But oh, that I will say at first taste, it's not particularly pleasant, and I'm sure that that comes as a surprise to none of you. Um, the it's bitter. It's like carbonated water that has sort of like a almost a. It does kind of have sort of like a meatiness to it, but it's not particularly defined. It is definitely not as strong. Sorry, dog. It is definitely not as strong in the direction of turkey or gravy. I guess it's more gravy than turkey, I guess, but it is a little bit more bitter. It's watered down. It's like carbonated water with just bitter and added to it with sort of like a smokiness, but not like a very enjoyable smoke. All right, she wants to introduce herself to you guys. Come here. Come here. You just want attention. All right, Fizz Nation, this is Sophie. This is my dog. She is part pug, part chihuahua, and she is 12 years old. She's awesome. I love her. She's great. And she sees that I'm doing anything that isn't paying attention to her, and she gets super jealous. So that's what she's doing right now. So I'm going to just go ahead and take this off of you so you won't make so much clingity-clangity noise. It will go back on later. But look how cute she is. I've had her for about 7 years. She's a rescue. She's awesome, though. All right, down you go. Good girl. Love you. Okay, so sorry about that interruption, but I'm sure nobody is offended. All right. Would you say it's like a blind man reading your Eli? Okay, so guys, couple weeks ago, it was this past week, I did the Game Fuel review, and I mentioned some college friends that I hung out with when I was in college. We went and played Halo 4 overnight, and had Game Fuel back then. Looks like Jacob and Eli are brothers, and they were both a part of that crew. So shout out to both of you guys. Thanks for joining up. Like I said, didn't even think any of y'all would have wanted to be a part of this. You have your own stuff going on, probably hunting and all that good stuff, but glad you are here. So that's what I'm getting initially off of the whole taste. Initially is sort of like a lightly smoky, kind of bitter, carbonated monstrosity. But something interesting happens in the aftertaste. Yeah, there's a sweetness to it. There's a sweetness that you know what, it's almost like, obviously they put real cane sugar, Jones puts real cane sugar in all their sodas. but it almost tastes like an artificial sweetener. Like it almost tastes sort of like aspartame, like a zero sugar sweetener. Um, but then the aftertaste is sort of like butterscotch, if that makes any sense. It's almost like a like a diet butterscotch flavor, uh, which I never in a million years would have imagined. I mean, I didn't think that this was going to taste exactly like turkey and gravy. I mean, I was kind of afraid that it might taste exactly like turkey and gravy because that just doesn't sound appetizing in a soda at all. But what we ended up with really is not particularly anything other than just sort of like a novelty, excuse me, like a novelty joke flavor almost. Like I can't say that I like it because, like I said, that first taste is hard to get through. The aftertaste is kind of pleasant, though. The aftertaste is sort of like a butterscotch, like I said. So if you can get past the initial taste of it, which doesn't really taste like anything defined, but more like just a mishmash of missed opportunity, that aftertaste, not bad. But I don't know that I want to. I don't know that I want to get through a bad taste experience in order to get to an okay taste experience. So I am a glutton for punishment, clearly. Yeah, that's where that gets me. So does it resemble Beverly? I'm going to say something insane right now. I like the Beverly better. It actually had a sweeter profile to it that I think was a little bit more pleasant than this. I mean, that's off the top. I haven't had that since June, but just curious. Do you recommend it? And I'm late. How does it take? Have you seen my last couple minutes, Kirkland? Because I'm not gonna say that I recommend it. I'm gonna say I will recommend it under a very specific circumstance, and that is, if you're into more kind of bitter flavors, and don't mind that kind of kick in the throat that you get from it. You might like that if you're in that sort of thing. K. Crow says Doodles. Of course, that's her nickname. That's my mom's nickname for my dog, Doodles. FIZZ. Ironically, a commenter by the name of Doodles says Fizz Dog. Yeah, so that's actually kind of funny right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, as for my, what do I think? I think I'm gonna have to say, here's the thing. I don't think Jones actually intended for this to be a good flavor. And I don't think this isn't the case for this, but like today they announced that they're going to be releasing a line of dog-friendly drinks that you can actually give to your dog. They're non-carbonated. They have no caffeine. There's like a beef flavor, a chicken flavor. No, there's a beef flavor. There's a turkey and gravy flavor. And I think there's one more, pork or something like that. But it's like meat flavors that you can put in your dog's water to flavor it for them, and it's safe for them. Now, obviously, that's not what this wasn't for dogs. I mean, it's got carbonation in it, but who's it really for? I think it's just there to kind of have as maybe a conversation piece or to like, prank your friends or something like that. But then again, some people, like I said, some people might like this as sort of, if you're into like bitter things, you might like it. Because that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from this. And my dad says, Beverly was nasty. This is worse. I can't imagine. I'm about ready to lose my supper just thinking about it. You're not alone. I mean, I know that a lot of people think that Beverly is like the nastiest tasting thing ever. I can't necessarily say that I think this is worse. than Beverly as far as nastiness is concerned. Because honestly, um, I feel like this is kind of a mishmash of flavor that doesn't really necessarily work from a palatable sense. Um, Beverly is meant to be something. Beverly is meant to be something that people actually enjoy. It's part of their culture. This, I think, is just kind of like a joke. I think it was meant to be a joke by Jones, and I think they do so. They've done it 2 years in a row now that I'm aware of, probably just out of tradition to maybe prank your friends, see what you think. I wouldn't want to wash down my Thanksgiving dinner with this, by no means. I will say the one silver lining, the one redeeming thing that it has is the aftertaste. But if there is such a thing as butterscotch soda out there, and if I wanted butterscotch flavor, I can just drink a butterscotch soda and not have to dig through the bitter weirdness, the sort of synthetic, artificially sweetened bitter weirdness that this offers. So, as far as what I think is concerned, I'd say that's about it. Like uh, not what I would call a good flavor, because I don't think it's meant to be. I think it's meant to be just sort of like a thing that you drink with your friends and laugh at each other's reactions to it. Like some of you have been laughing at mine. Um, oh, Kirkland says, I see on the Jones Soda website that they had a sugar cookie flavor. I would love to try that. If that's a thing, I would absolutely try. That would probably be delightful. And that's the thing, like most of Jones stuff, like they put out like these limited edition flavors. Most of them are quite good. Some of you saw my review of the key lime pie that they released back in March, and I tried over the summer. Um, that was pretty good. That was really good. Like most of their flavors, like I think for the most part, Jones is making flavors that are unique to them and that really do something special. Um, I don't think this is it. I think this is, like I said, meant to be a joke. It's meant to be something that you just laugh about. You know, who can make the nastiest face at dinner? Um, Tonight it's me because I'm the only one trying this in this house. I'm not gonna give it to my dog. Don't worry. Dr. Pepper has a hot. I'm trying. I'm trying to. I every single day. So yeah, I tried. I saw that announcement, and it's Pepper Perks thing. You have to go in and you can enter to win every day, and I've tried every day and haven't won yet. If I win the Dr. Pepper hot flavor, the spicy Dr. Pepper, I'm doing so specifically in service of trying it on this channel. So fingers crossed that I can get it, because I would love to try that for you guys. I'm sure I would probably have a very interesting. I love spicy things. I love hot. Like big fan of that. Some of y'all remember we did the Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot a couple years ago, 2 years ago I think it was, and that was I liked that. I mean, call me crazy, but I didn't have it much. I didn't have it very often. I think I maybe only had it maybe 4 or 5 times while it was out. But I did like that. So if that Dr. Pepper hot comes out, um, or I'm able to get my hands on a can of it, if I can win a can, or if somebody, or Fizz Nation, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If one of you wins it and you would like for me to try it, you reach out to me, let me know. I will try it. I will give you full credit for getting me the can. But that's the thing. Like if it only comes in a one can, if you can only get like one can of it at a time, with the chocolate flavor that they did, that I started this channel with, they gave you 2 cans, and so I had one on the channel, and then actually Abby's in the chat. I gave her the other can. I think she enjoyed that. I think you're still. Are you still in the chat, Abby? Probably. But yeah, so if I'm ever able to get a can of that Dr. Pepper hot, I will absolutely try it for you guys, and you can see my reaction as well. Maybe that could be a live. That might be a fun live flavor to try. Because, I mean, usually when I film these videos, the recording is about 30 minutes that I trim down to anywhere between 6 and 9 minutes. And I mean, my reactions are real, but like a lot of times you've heard me stumble over my words a couple times tonight. That wouldn't be, you don't see those. There's just a jump cut, and you get the best takes of everything that I say. So doing that might take away from the enjoyable aspect of a hot Dr. Pepper. So Does anybody have any questions, any further questions that I may not have answered about this? Because I can tell you I'm probably not going to finish this. I mean, I'm trying to acquire the taste, and it's so weird. And it's not even necessarily nasty. It's just weird, you know? Like it's so weird, which I think it was meant to be. Like I said, I'm trying to go through these comments here and make sure that I didn't miss anybody. Trying to acknowledge everyone that comes in, because like I said, I very, very much appreciate everybody here tonight. We got up to 22 viewers tonight. That's awesome. Some of you have moved on, but that's cool, because the meat and potatoes of the review is over. Yeah, I can't say that I recommend it to anybody unless you're looking to have a laugh with some friends. That's really about it. So thank you, Doodles. Love you, Fizz. Very good review. FIZZ Nation for life. Seriously. I love you too. I appreciate you, all of you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I've been looking forward to this for a while. We were trying to make this happen for about 3 months, like trying to get the subs up. It was about a 3-month process to get to where we got, and we were getting close. Like we got to this past weekend, and I was thinking to myself, am I going to do this thing or am I not going to do this thing? And then literally, like, I posted that short, and then that night I hit 400 subscribers. So, I don't see the guy that got us there, Jeremy Clifton. I would love to thank him on a stream, but I did put him in my video for Game Fuel as a thank you for getting us there. But that was not necessarily unexpected, but I just wasn't sure if we were going to make it happen, and then we did. So you guys are awesome, so thank you so much for that. I'm really thankful for you guys. Real talk, like I won't get too sentimental, but I mean, yeah, it's been a weird year of ups and downs for me personally. So you guys were always, even though I wasn't always very consistent with posting, I mean, I missed 3 months over the summer, which was very busy as far as flavors were concerned, that I missed out on and had to catch up at the end of the summer, as you guys remember. But the fact that you were all like, I've seen your comments, you know, the encouragement. Thank you so much for all that. I really am grateful for everyone who checks these silly little videos out every week. It's crazy. I didn't think that that there would be that many people interested. So, yeah, for real, FIZZ Nation for life. Jake, thank you. I really do have a lot of gratitude in my heart for you guys. So quick announcement, then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. This right here, I'm going to go ahead and call it. This right here is the official end to the 2023 fall flavor season. We're going to take this weekend off. There's not going to be a new edited review on the channel this weekend. I'm going to take the weekend off. Next weekend, the very first weekend in December, we're officially going to start the holiday flavor season. And we're going to start it with, admittedly, something that I already know exactly how it tastes, but a lot of you don't. And I wish that you did, because it's awesome. We are going to officially kick off the holiday flavor season with Cheerwine Holiday Punch. I haven't tried it on the channel yet, although I've been drinking this every year for like the past 5 or 6 years, ever since they started coming out with it every year. I will say, if you are someplace where you can get regular Cheerwine, but you cannot get the Cheerwine Holiday Punch, because you can really at this point only get it in the Carolinas. I had to order it, and it's expensive to ship, but I ordered it. I got a lot of it. I always do. But you can make it. Like, basically what it is it's regular Cheerwine with ginger ale and pineapple juice. They have a recipe for it on their website, but I've never made it. I always order the real thing, just because, you know, I'm a Cheerwine fanatic, as you can see. It is my favorite soda. So, no new review this weekend. We're going to go ahead and count this live stream as this week's review. Taking the weekend off, getting a few other things going in preparation for the holidays. And the next weekend, the very first weekend in December, we're going to start the holiday season. I know I already did one holiday flavor with the Sprite cranberry, but we're kicking it into full gear. We've only got a few weeks to do holiday flavors. And then I will obviously be taking the very last weekend of December off because I will be in Florida with my parents who are in the chat or were in the chat. So I won't be able to make a review that week. But I might have something special that week, so stay tuned. But in the meantime and in between time, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off here for the night. Once again, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Glad we could all come together and do this. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, the rest of your Thanksgiving evening. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Like I said, am probably not going to finish this up. This is probably going down the drain, hate to say it, but I do very much appreciate Cayman for hooking me up with it. I wanted to do this review, and I would imagine that the year-old version of this probably would not taste as good as this one does anyway. But again, thank you, Cayman, for hooking me up with this flavor. And I very much appreciate every single one of you being here. Double A Ron, happy Thanksgiving to you. You want me to freeze some of this for you? It's not going to be carbonated by the time it thaws back out. The carbonation will be gone. It'll be flat. I'll just give you the old bottle I have. It'll be still carbonated, I think. Gosh. You don't want to try this. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I am going to go ahead and sign off for the night. I'm going to go hang out with Sophie a little bit more. Probably eat some cheesecake. I made a really good pumpkin cheesecake. I'm going to go finish some of that off. And you guys have a good rest of your week. We'll see you next time.